but since Alex is acting today, you're stuck with me and Dave. So I'll be doing the technical part tonight so that she can do what she really is passionate about, which is act and etc. Let me just check here, make sure there's no one in the waiting room. So a few things that I have to bring to your attention. One, it's best if you watch this in gallery view. So in order to do that, you hover your mouse near the top right corner of your screen, and you'll see a little button that says view. Hey, Marvin. If you click on the view, you'll have a couple of options, speaker view or gallery view, and you want to make sure that you're on gallery view. The second thing to make sure that this is the most pleasant experience is you want to make sure that you hide non-video participants. That's done by hovering your mouse in the bottom left corner. Hover is just a fancy word for move your mouse around. And beside the video, you'll see a little up arrow. When you click on that, there's video options. And under video options, one of the options is hide non-video participants. And that way you just see the people that are on screen and talking. The last thing that I have to share with you is that this is a very specific single frame presentation tonight. So you're only going to see, hey, Gerry, you're only going to see a single frame. And so it's best if Gerry can turn his video off first. And secondly, but it's best if you're on a mobile device if you pin this. So Warren will bring up the frame, the Henderson account. You will see it. It clearly shows the Henderson account. There we go. And if you double click, 2 clicks on a mobile device only, it will pin that. So it's the only frame you see. Basically, that's my job, is to inform you of those technical issues and to just keep a watch. If someone inadvertently turns something on or makes a noise, I just got to stop that from happening so our performers who have worked so hard and our people on YouTube that are going to watch this later get the best experience possible. And with that, I'll hand it over to our super host, Dave Allen.
Thank you, Mark. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the latest online one-act play reading brought to you by the Belleville Theatre Guild. I'm David Allen, not Marvin Tucker, and I will be your other host for this evening's reading. We've been bringing you live online play readings since last year and plan to continue with this endeavor as a means of keeping theater alive in our community. These new plays are locally written one-act plays and take place every second Thursday at 7:30 p.m. We are not charging for the opportunity to take part in these plays, but that doesn't mean that we won't be happy to accept your money if you would like to make a donation. You can do this by visiting our website, bellevilletheatreguild.ca. Let me say that again, bellevilletheatreguild.ca. The information is right on the homepage. With the Belleville Theatre Guild's annual general meeting coming up next month, we will be taking a break for the next few weeks. But keep an eye on our Facebook page or our Belleville Theatre Guild website for the return of our one-act play readings. The opportunity to be one of our actors or readers is open to anyone that is interested. No need to audition. Just let us know you are interested, and we will do our very best to find a good role for you in an upcoming play reading. And of course, we are always looking for new plays to bring to you. If you have always wanted to write a play, this may be your opportunity to give it a try. We would like to thank our Belleville Theatre Guild donors and supporters and you, our audience, who have tuned in to watch these plays. And congratulations to our local playwrights for submitting their plays and our local actors who helped bring these plays to light in a virtual forum. This evening's play reading is The Henderson Account by Sandra Christiani, a sex comedy bedroom farce that will no doubt lead to some laugh out loud moments, although we won't be able to hear you. This reading makes use of novel Zoom techniques to create a more traditional theatrical performance of action and silliness. Recommended for an adult audience. Adult situations are alluded to, but nothing explicit. I was going to use the word mature, but that would be misleading. It is a sex comedy after all. Our readers this evening are Debra Tosh, Gerry Fraiberg, Kristen Skjodt, Darren Moore, Nathan Mahaffy, and Alexandra Bell. Our Propeteers are Sandra and Warren Christiani, and this play was directed by Liz Marshall. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the Henderson account.
One, two, three, four.
Oh, che posso fare? Posso...
What time is it? Ah, crap. I set my clock too late. I gotta go.
What's the hurry? You don't usually care if you're late or not. No one seems to care.
You're right. Normally it's not a deal, but today I'm going after the Henderson account. I want to get there nice and early to get prepared, psychologically.
The Henderson account. I don't remember you mentioning it before. Oh, it doesn't matter. Do you have time for a coffee?
No, gotta go.
Oh, well, then you knock 'em dead, Tiger. Have a good day. Prrr. Mm. He's gone. Come right over. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba ba. Uh.
As far as I can tell, all the evidence points towards you, which means I have no choice but to turn this case over to the IG to initiate the investigation. Would you like to know how?
Come in.
Oh, thanks for letting me drop in, Helga. The Henderson account thing is a little bit on edge. Just looking for some quiet conversation.
Well, Barry, you're always welcome here. When is the presentation?
Later today.
I always tell my clients that a good way to calm down is to check that you are prepared. Okay, so do you have your presentation with you in 2 different forms?
Yeah, I have one copy on my laptop and on a memory stick in case my laptop acts up and I need to use someone else's.
And do you have copies to hand out?
I have extra memory sticks, but nobody wants print copies of anything these days.
Barry, do you have your notes?
Yeah. I'm ready with all of that stuff. How do I look?
Okay, a couple of things, Barry. I was thinking that maybe the white socks in black shoes is a bit tacky.
Oh, you're right. What was I thinking? I'll be right back.
Wait. Oh, there was another thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, che posso fare? Por sua conta.
Come in.
Oh boy.
Ooh, silly pool boy. We don't have a pool. Ooh, brrr.
Wow, then I won't be needing this, or these, or this.
Wait, maybe the snorkel.
Pardon?
Never mind. But you could take off your socks.
I kind of would prefer to leave them on. I have this toenail fungus that is a bit disgusting.
Come on. How bad could it be? Take those socks off, Tiger. Ow.
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Stop. Let me see. Oh, no, you're right. Best keep your socks on. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, you are the pool boy and I don't have a pool. What are we going to do? Prrrr.
Well, we could, you know.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, it's my husband. What's he doing here? Quick, put your stuff in the closet and get under the bed and don't make a sound.
That's funny.
Oh, back so soon? This is a surprise. What are you doing here?
I just realized that I put on white socks this morning and they look sort of tacky. I need some black socks.
There are some clean ones in the laundry room.
I see them. I came home to change. Oh, how come you dress like that?
Like what?
Fishnet stockings, spiky heels. And is that a sheer negligee I see under your house coat?
Oh, that way. I see what you mean. Well, you know,
Yes.
well, it's sort of embarrassing. After you got up and left, I started thinking about, well, us in Paris. You remember Paris. And I started to feel a little, you know, frisky. So then I started thinking about surprising you when you got home after you got the Henderson account and all. And even if you don't get the Henderson account, well, one thing led to another. And suddenly I was dressed this way. Brrr.
Oh,
So are you surprised?
well, yes, I sure am. That's funny. I don't remember leaving my socks there. I'll put them in the laundry.
Oh, no, no. I mean, you have to get back to work. I can do that for you. You are a busy man. Hey, I have an idea. Do you have to get back to work right away? You could stay here and maybe I could surprise you in some other ways.
I'm sorry. Tempting as that sounds, I have to get back to the Henderson account later.
Well, then you knock 'em dead, Tiger. Wow! Have a good day.
Oh, you smell like chlorine.
I was cleaning the bathroom.
In those clothes. Oh, never mind. I better get going. Bye.
Bye. You can come out now. He's gone.
So you were going to do, you know, with your husband, with me under the bed?
It was a bluff. I knew he couldn't stay.
Well, still, what if he did stay?
Let's not think about that. Let's think about us.
What if he had?
Now, where were we? Oh, yes, you are the pool boy and I don't have a pool. What are we going to do?
Well, we could, you know.
Damn, I forgot. My book club is meeting this morning. You have to go.
But
Normally, I'd be able to skip it, but I can't this time. I agreed to lead the discussion about 50 Shades of Grey, Chapter 17. It has to do with sensual bondage and restraints.
but
No, I have to go. Pick up your stuff and leave now, please.
Later?
We'll see.
Well, bye.
Bye. He's gone now. Come on over. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets,
Come in.
Well, what do you think, Helga? Better?
Oh, yes, Barry. Do you feel better now?
Somewhat, but I need to relax. I was thinking that maybe we could,
Do some breathing exercises.
Yes. Yes.
Very well then. Assume the position. Barry, what are you doing? I meant for you to sit down comfortably on the chair.
Oh? Breathing exercises. Yes. My mind was elsewhere.
Clearly, what were you thinking?
I don't know.
There now. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Now we begin. Big breath in and out. And in and out. In.
This isn't working. I just remember that you said there were a couple of things about the way I looked. Besides the socks, what was the other one?
No need to panic, Barry, but I thought that your brightly colored tie was too garish for the Henderson account.
Oh my God, you're right. I'll be right back.
Wait. Oh, I have a tie that you could use.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, che posso fare? Por sua conta. Oh, che posso fare?
Come in.
Dog walker guy.
Silly boy. We don't even have a dog.
Well, then I won't be needing these. Oh, or these. Or this.
Wait. The dog collar and leash might be interesting. Hmm?
Pardon?
Never mind. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Silly dog walker boy. We don't even have a dog. Now, what shall we do?
Well, we could,
Stop. Wait. Here, have one of these.
What is this? Some sort of aphrodisiac?
You might say so. It's a breath freshener. You have dog breath.
Sorry, occupational hazard. Is that better?
Yes, I could almost lick your face. Now, where were we? Silly dog walker guy. We don't even have a dog. Now, what shall we do?
Well, we could,
Yes.
We could.
Honey, I'm home again.
Again? What is he doing here this time? Quick, pick your stuff up and get into the closet.
Okay, all right. Maybe I should hide under the bed?
No, sit.
Oh.
Stay. Back so soon? Again. This is a surprise. Again. What are you doing here? Again.
Someone suggested that my tie was too loud.
Well, come in here. I am sure I can find you a black tie to put on.
I'm going to check in the laundry room first.
No, hurry. I'm still here.
Nope. There wasn't one in the laundry room. I'm going to check in the closet.
No, heel.
Heel?
Heel. No, I meant to say here. I already have a tie for you right here. A nice conservative black one. Lose the ugly tie.
Hand it to me. I'll put it on.
No. Come here. You know how much I enjoy tying a man's tie. Of course, I like untying a man's tie even more. Well, now you go knock 'em dead, tiger. Wow. Have a good day.
Ugh, you've got dog breath. What have you been eating?
Kibbles and bits for breakfast.
Ha ha, very funny. But really, you need to use one of those breath mints out of the side table.
Will do. Now go and get the Henderson account. Bye. You can come out now. He's gone.
Kibbles and bits?
Inside joke. When I was a kid, we used to mix shreddies and mini wheats together for breakfast. And my dad called it kibbles and bits.
Now, where were we?
As it turns out, we were nowhere. I just remembered that my book club is meeting soon. You have to go.
But
Normally, I'd be able to skip it, but I can't this time. I agreed to lead the discussion about 50 Shades of Grey, Chapter 17. It's about tying people up.
But
no, sorry. Pick up your stuff and leave now, please.
Later?
We'll see.
Well, bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm ready. Come on over. Lola, Lola, Lola. Come to mama.
Come in.
So, what do you think, Helga? Will the tie impress Henderson?
Oh, yes, Barry, I know so. You were perfect for your presentation.
Absolutely.
You really need to relax. You're a bundle of nerves. Let's try another exercise.
I'll try anything. What do you suggest?
How about a relaxing visualization?
Sure.
Take a seat and put your feet flat on the floor.
Whatever.
Now, close your eyes. Imagine you're walking along a warm, sunny beach. You can feel the heat of the sun on your face. You hear the sound of the waves washing up on the shore. As you're walking, you notice a cabana further up the beach. As you approach the cabana, you see a massage table has been set up inside, surrounded by tables of perfume candles, all aglow, and you can smell their heady aroma.
Candles? I thought you said it was daytime.
Nighttime then, as you wish.
But then I can't feel the sun on my face.
Listen, Barry, just go with it.
But I'm getting a suntan in the middle of the night.
Oh, whatever. Now, as you get closer to the cabana, a beautiful masseuse appears, and she beckons you in.
Beckons?
Beckons. And then she speaks to you, and what do you think she says?
She says, "Why are you late for your massage?" Oh, crap, look at the time. Gotta go.
Wait. Oh, good luck, although I know you won't need it. Go get them, Tiger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, che posso fare? Por sua conta. Oh, che posso fare? Por sua conta.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come in.
Pizza girl.
Thank you. Just leave the pizza on the bed and go.
In that case, I won't be needing this. Or this. Or this. What did you say?
I said, just leave it on the bed. I'm hungry.
But I thought it was supposed to be silly pizza girl. I'm not hungry. What are we going to do? Purr. You know.
No, my day has put a stop to that. I'm expecting another interruption any minute now.
Oh, we could wait and see.
No, pick up your stuff and get going.
Oh, well, okay.
Wait, is that a pepperoni?
Yes.
an extra long pepperoni?
Yes.
And is it pre-sliced?
No, it is uncut.
An extra long pepperoni uncut.
Pardon?
Never mind.
You sure we can't just wait? We could, eat pizza for a change.
No. Besides, my book club is meeting soon, and I promise to lead the discussion about 50 Shades of Grey, chapter 17. It's about not. Just go.
Later?
We'll see.
Well, bye.
Bye. Hi. Oh, that's great. Congratulations. Are you coming home to celebrate? Oh, party at work. Well, that's nice. Well, have a big drink on me. I know I'll be having one or two or more. Congrats again. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye. Yeah. Well, Lola, it's just you and me. God, I hate Mondays. I always get what I came for. Oh.
Come in. And lock the door behind you, Barry. I don't like the way you've been running off. So?
Helga, you are looking at the new manager of the Henderson account.
Congratulations, Barry. This calls for some celebrating.
Yes, but...
Something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Just a bit of a distraction. My wife has been acting very strangely today. I think she was up to something, but I couldn't think of what it was.
What do you mean?
Oh, just stuff. You know, stuff. But I didn't come here to talk about my wife.
That's right, Barry. You should be talking about the triumph of your presentation.
Well, that's another funny thing. I didn't actually do the presentation.
You didn't do the presentation. What do you mean, Barry?
Well, I got there, and Mr. Henderson was there with some of his staff, and when I introduced myself and sat down, he turned to me and said, "Oh, don't bother getting your presentation out. You already have the job."
What? How?
And that's what I said. So he said that he had it on the word of one of his most trusted advisors that I was the best person for the job.
Most trusted advisor. Who is that?
Well, that's what I said. And then he said, "Why, my wife, of course." And I said, "But I don't know your wife." And he said, "But you do. She uses her maiden name for her business."
Oh, that is very interesting.
And so, Mrs. Henderson, I have you to thank for getting me this job. But I'm a little bit concerned that my success was not based on my own merit.
Oh, believe me, Barry, it was based on your merits. Well, what shall we do now that I have been exposed?
Well, we could, you know.
Oh, Barry. Well, in that case, I won't need this. Or this. Oh, I won't need this. Or this one.
And I won't be needing this.
Hold on. You know how much I like taking off a man's tie.
Yes, I do, Mrs. Henderson.
Now, where were we, Barry?
Well, I was just wondering what I might do on your account, Mrs. Henderson.
Oh, my, Barry. You are a cunning linguist. Now, let me see.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, che posso fare? Por sua conta. Oh, che posso fare? Por sua conta. Oh, che posso fare? Por sua conta. Oh, che posso fare?
Woohoo!
Woo!
So good.
Pepperoni.
Green. We'll have it. So small.
Now, Miss Alex, not that I have this gig for long, but do you stop the YouTube portion, or does our visiting also make it as part of the live presentation?
Yes, so we continue as part of the live presentation. So we are still streaming live on YouTube.
Just had to ask, because when I do this for counselors, what they talk about when they think there's no camera around is not fit for teaching. Thank you very
It's
much.
true. No, we're a public bunch around the theater. Cheers.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Give him a second.
Excuse me. Warren and I.
Sorry. You want to do?
Excuse me.
Hello.
I would like. Sorry.
Hold on 1 second, Sandy, please. If someone has background noise on, Catherine, I think it's you. Actually, I'm gonna mute. Yeah, thank you so much. There you go. Could you please?
Sorry.
We couldn't hear you.
Before we get chatting and everything, Warren and I want to thank our voices and our director, and because they brought the feed to life, and you guys meant all the way, and really you kept me sane. Okay, he's always sane, but thank you so much. Maybe he's not. I don't know, but thank you. You guys are best.
I don't know if he's sane because he wrote this script, right? Let's
Yeah, I know. Truly. Anyway, so
I'm going to take my tie off now.
Yes, yeah, my apron.
and I'll take my bow off.
Kristen be doing that for you, Gerry? Just, I mean, none of my
We are.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just me and Roxy Dog here.
Maybe a good idea now to go around because we're just getting comfortable because we recognize a lot of the faces, but that doesn't always mean everyone knows us. So, I mean, we do have our names up, but maybe with Pool Boy, just because he's the first one I saw there. Could you just give your actual real life name again and just, confirm, well, you were Pool Boy.
Yeah. So I'm Darren Moore. I was Pool Boy.
And I always get someone else to change my name because it's too difficult with my device. So that's why I'm still Pool Boy. So
Yes, here we
We
go.
got you. Alex has you, but
thank you.
Oh yes, and that's me. I'm Alex. I'm Pizza Girl. I'm Alex. I'm not Dog Walker Guy, even though I'm kind of in my of it. And next to me,
and I'm Dog Walker Guy, aka Nathan Mahaffy, and out of the ordinary.
and then Barry.
Yes, I am Barry. Actually, I'm Gerry Fraiberg, and as you can see, I am not frail yet. I meant to tell Dave. And you know what? It's a common thing. For some reason, when people see my name, it sort of becomes dyslexic, like the AIB, and it's all lines up. And oh yeah, Frailberg. No, I say it's like Spielberg with fewer zeros at the end of the amount at the bank account.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Gerry. And why don't we go to our next most easy to pronounce cast member's name, Kirsten Skjodt.
AKA Helga.
Yeah. Well done.
Excellent. And then Lola, I have changed your name, but
Lola wants a lot of things that she doesn't get. All the way through the play.
Pepperoni.
Gosh.
our Lola was Deb Tosh. And then Liz Marshall, who was here in the chat with us, was our wonderful director. And then Warren and Sandy were our gorgeous gams, as we've said.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and then
Sandy's legs,
Yes.
arms.
Wow. Great
That's
arms.
legs, too.
then a big thank you to our hosts this evening, Mark and Dave, for joining the cast and crew of hosts and folks as we realized kind of in our green room. Yeah, we've been at this solid more than a year because we put the first show on in August, but as anyone who's involved in theater knows, we don't just arrive at opening night with a show. It takes a lot of before. So at this point last year, we were already in production. We took a brief Christmas break, but other than that, we've been hard at it. And I think, again, a moment just to maybe call out to Marvin Tucker here, who is the director of the play selection committee, but truly this was his brain baby at some point ages ago. He was the one who said, well, we have all these one-act scripts from local playwrights. Do you think maybe we could do, well, what did we call them? Play readings on Zoom? I think we still
Actual play readings.
just because we gave up rising scripts a year ago. That's all. But I mean, I would say they're hard pressed to call this exactly just a reading. No. And that's the evolution of creative minds, right? Over a year. So, you know, a big thank you to you, Marvin, for
Very welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure. It really has. This has been, whoever knew that it would grow into what it has, you know. What is it? Last August that we started doing these things, and it's just kind of taken off, and so many people have contributed. It's been a fantastic experience for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. And actually, funny enough, you're sitting at least on my Zoom screen. I'm not sure if we're all arranged the same, but in my Zoom world, you're sitting beside Penny Barker, who was our first playwright at
That's
the.
right.
And here she is, you know. I think that's it. A lot of us try to support them all, no matter what side. And, you know, call out, we're seeing some nice chat over here. I forgot that I go over.
Hey, it's my buddy.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Eric.
Awesome. So over in the YouTube chat, Eric, our friend, Brava, and Cody,
Sabina,
saying
thank you,
woo,
Sabina.
and Sabina. Yes, thank you all for joining. We had some friends and family over in the stream. Thank you.
And I'll take this moment right now while Alex is just writing a little thank you message to people to shout her out because although she did play, she played a voice in this, but she also was a sound person. And that little bossa nova that you all heard in between scenes was actually written and performed by this one here. I did some shakers.
I
played shakers.
It was delightful. It really was. Yeah, love that bit of music.
Tell them what it means.
I think you need to explain it, Alex.
Yes, what does it mean?
Okay, so The way that piece of music came about was early in the stage. Warren had brought up The Girl from Ipanema as kind of this song that had come to his mind, which led me on a wild goose chase involving a 30-minute YouTube documentary on the history of that song, and it got into all sorts of weird music theory stuff. And then it was in my head, right? Like I was just waking up, humming away The Girl from Ipanema, and I'm like, no, it has to be bossa nova. Like that's it. But we're community theater, so we're trying to avoid using copyrighted music in the hope that one day these might get monetized and our channel might bring in revenue. You know, pipe dreams maybe, but long-term goals. And so I thought, okay. So I ended up looking at a couple more YouTube videos and found some classic kind of bossa nova structures that I played around with. And then what I did was I took the line from the play, which Gerry says at the end, which is, "What can I do on your account, Mrs. Henderson?" So what can I do on your account? And stuck it in the old Google Translate, and bossa nova's Portuguese. And so what we ended up with was, "O que posso fazer por sua conta?" I've probably said that I think I did okay. Like I listened to it probably 300 times, but yes. So I took that phrase in Portuguese, broke it up into 2 lyrical melodies, and slapped it on a bossa nova chord. And thus Lola's theme was born for this show. And Barry's theme was actually, some of you might have thought, geez, that's a little familiar. It was used often in classical music or cartoons. That's the Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner classical theme for that moment. But, it's in the public domain. So now we get to use it in theater if we want. So that's the music behind those two. Yes.
Yes.
Awesome comments from people in the chat. Nancy Garrett, fantastic finale to a wonderful year of play readings. Thank you so much, Nancy. Congratulations, everyone involved. Gary Magwood says, thanks all for your creative efforts. Dave Allen bid us all farewell, telling us he is going to see some more live theater, which I
He's upset.
Yeah.
It's on a stretcher. He had to leave.
So thank you to everyone who showed us love in the chat and the YouTube chat as well. We really appreciate that. All your likes and shares and comments and things, they all good. They're all good. So thank you again. Yes?
Okay.
Just,
Can I need to thank the cast, your wonderful cast. It was so extraordinary just seeing your feet and your faces. Having to work with the feet.
Well, what was funny was Liz would say, "Now, Gerry, you need to move your feet like this," and I'd say, "You mean me?"
Meaning Warren. Warren, you need to move the shoes. Yes. We had a whole shoe rehearsal.
Yes, we did.
A whole technical
with Amy
shoe
Lynn,
rehearsal.
our choreographer of the BTG, like
Yes, Amy came on and did choreography things with us for the feet.
And
quite a few days.
Who would have thought at the beginning of all this last August that you would need a choreographer for a Zoom?
That had no
amazing
faces in it.
Yeah.
Where did you get the idea about using the feet?
Are you asking me, Margaret?
Yeah. Did you just come up with that idea of using the feet?
I had this idea of a play that just focused on what was happening at floor level, and then the rest of it sort of came into it. So the original title that I was working with was, well, I won't be needing this then. I was expecting things to just sort of drop on the floor and getting larger and larger or bigger or smaller or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, probably somewhere in my mind I thought, somebody writes sex comedies. I wonder if I could do that.
No, I think the feet are very sensual. I think they're sensual and seductive. It was very seductive. Like I was actually a little slightly turned on. I was watching those feet.
Whoa!
Seriously, like especially with all right. But especially I have to say with Kirsten there at the end there and those point, the toes going up the leg and the, that's all you need is a pair of feet. I don't know, we've been bothering with the rest of us.
Funny, because I hate feet. I hate feet.
Well, mine are ugly, but if they're covered in fishnet stockings, I'm sure they do the
Very fine.
Fishnet stockings and some heels. Well, and that's the thing. If you hate feet, this show was for everyone because you thought they were actually hands.
I seriously, it was a little bit of a turn on.
I have to tell you something. This growl I make at the end, I have gotten in trouble with that a few times.
Fire rehearsal. Yeah.
Tell us more, Kirsten.
Backup singer for Roy Orbison, with the growl, like he had the growl.
Yeah.
We were singing with Happy Harmony in where was it, Coburg, and it was ladies' night out. And when we arrived there, all of us was dressed in black and bling and made up to the nines. And all these beautiful gentlemen in tuxedos was just swarming around. So one of the girls, she's single, and she says to me, "Oh, look at that guy over there." I said, "Yeah, he looks good." So I went over to him. I didn't ask if he was married or not. I just asked what were they doing. Turns out to be police officers. They were there just to, keep the peace in the street. So that's fine. So I went back to her again, and she says, "Oh, what did he say?" I said, "I don't know." And we were talking. We were standing in a circle, and then I went, "Argh," and he walked by. He walked by, and he turned beet red.
You do that really well.
She came with that purr. She the first it was ready. She was ready.
Really good.
Her lessons.
I was reading when you did your prayer. I was like, nope, I sound like a cat that got hit by a car. I don't know how.
Well, it comes from down here.
I must also say, though, Darren's shriek, which was a late addition to the rehearsal process, became one of my favorite moments.
Yes, did a good job, Darren. It really did.
Thank you very much.
And Deb coming right in there with the neck shriek to cover it. It was wonderful.
Liz, when did we run into each other at the grocery store?
About a month ago.
Yeah,
about a month ago.
I ran into Liz at the grocery store. I apologize.
And we were wearing masks.
My cart and we were wearing masks.
So it was a matter of, okay, whose eyes are those?
Yeah, but she said, "I've got a part for you."
And then he opened his mouth, and as soon as he talked, I knew exactly who it was.
Anyhow,
and I said, "Gerry, how would you like to be in a play?"
You're gonna be a star, Gerry. You're gonna be a star.
I'll tell you, when
make you a star.
I thought the play was delightful when I first read it, and I said, "Yeah, I'm in."
Speaking of delightful, I wanted to maybe pass it over to Warren and Sandy again, because we had talked about maybe you guys giving us a little sneak peek into the backstage of the prop area.
Do you want to see the stage area? Okay, let me turn the camera on. You might want to have people turn off the camera so that it shows a little bit bigger.
All right. So everyone knew how to turn theirs on. So let's all go back off camera, and we'll be back on after. But let's see this as the tour happens.
Here.
How quickly we all do.
Excellent. And this time we don't have to necessarily mute, but we'll give them some space.
So there's this. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, we're fixing it.
That's what you get when you get two cameras or two.
Hang on a second. All right. So the first thing is the camera that I was using was actually my cell phone, and it was mounted on a tripod. This is something that's covered. If you get a selfie stick, you can actually. A lot of the selfie sticks have a piece that's removable that can be attached to a tripod. So then the whole stage is about 4 feet in diameter, and we've just okay. And there's the flat, which props against the. I was holding it against the back with the standard
Coat hanger.
Coat hanger there. That was all that was put it up. And then
Amazing.
you can see the mark. There's marks there for where I was placing the tablet.
Yeah, you got a
Wow.
real spiked set going on.
Yeah. And the effect of the tablet causing the dimming was just something we discovered accidentally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Love
is
it.
so cool. So cool.
Natural
Yeah.
blackout.
Yeah. So that was
Worked
kind of,
perfectly.
and then the floor is just pieces of floorboard that we had that we used in one of the rooms. And underneath we've got our it was an onion drying rack that we were using last year. Just lay the onions in here and they dry and you can store them over the winter.
Oh, wow.
So
That is amazing. You guys are fantastic.
I originally started looking at a small used coffee table we had. I was going to build a frame around it. I thought, no, I'll just use this. So anyway, so for our next stage, what we're going to do is we're going to have a trap door in the middle here. At the edge here, we'll build a little spiral staircase that goes down to the floor.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Off to Panama.
On the back, I had to make sure I left space that that I could actually put the socks through the back, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
and Warren, don't forget that Kim Taylor painted the backdrop for the office.
Oh yes, yes. Kim Taylor painted the backdrop. Here, we can pull it out again here.
Lovely.
She's
Was that from an existing production, or was that
there? Isn't
was
that
made for
beautiful?
you guys?
It is
Wow.
beautiful, yeah.
And the stage is actually small enough. You can use a bath mat to indicate like carpet if you wanted to or something.
It looked like a bath.
It looked like a bath mat. I like things that look like. And also the other thing is I could actually walk all the way around. We can walk all the way around the stage here. So I did most of my traveling on this side, and Sandy did most of her traveling around the back here. And we had to make sure that this height here was enough that Sandy could actually put her paws on the floor, her hands on the floor.
So hard.
A little bit of testing and adjusting that we had to do.
Very cool.
And now Sandy needs a really, really good massage.
Yes.
On my hands.
We have tables of stuff with there's all the junk that was in the
Wow.
And the shoes on the floor after we brush them off.
and shoes that are on the floor after.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
here's the Sandy setup zone, and the washroom is across the hall.
Here.
In case of
I thought
emergency.
those ankles looked awfully thin.
House for her shoes, yeah.
For my slippers.
That's amazing.
Anyways,
And they're still talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch back to our camera, to the other camera.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thank you so
thank
much
you.
for
Yes.
the
We can all
tour.
start.
That was great.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Amazing.
Never have we had I don't think so, at least not in the time that I've seen. Oh no. No puppets. No puppets. One on Night Kitchen stage. Velveteen Rabbit might have.
Oh, there we are.
No, that was
No.
all real people in costumes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's been one
Yep.
guy who had a puppet on the Night Kitchen stage, and aside from that, we have not done
That I
puppetry
can
or
recall.
puppeteering.
Oh no, we had Audrey.
Oh yeah, Audrey. Yeah, she was a huge puppet.
Giant puppet.
Oh, okay. All right.
As big as a
Yeah.
puppet can be.
Yeah.
Fair-
Until
that's
Marvin
fair.
sent it back.
We had to make a rather important change to Warren's use of shoes. Because when we first started doing this, he would bring the whole shoe on with socks in it. And it looked like somebody had chopped the legs off.
It was like the Wicked Witch of the West when the house landed on her. Just like,
And so we had to say to Warren, okay, you're just going to have to let the toes of the shoe be seen and not the rest of it. Otherwise, you're going to freak everybody out.
And as a result of that decision, we moved the camera closer to the stage, and it actually shrunk the working area, and it made it actually better. It worked out better that way.
Yeah. I loved the fact we only saw the front part of the shoe. I mean, they're
I
big.
thought that was pretty neat.
You know?
Yeah, me
Didn't
too.
need any more. It also put all the focus on the women's shoes.
Yeah.
Focus went from the man to each of those two women and their gorgeous legs and shoes, what they could do with them.
I really like that segment where Barry was going with his feet the wrong way. I had such a hard time not laughing at that one because I could just imagine it.
I was wondering why, you probably thought of this as an option, but why wouldn't it have worked to just have a woman sitting on the edge of the bed and a man walking up to the bed so that it was actual real feet, not hands in shoes or something like that? Was that something that you considered?
Well, we in the original plan for the play, what I had pictured was having actually 4 different actors doing the physical work and positioning the tiles on the screen such that the woman was on the left at the top and the man was on the right at the top in the bedroom scenes, and then the office was the opposite. But that actually takes quite a bit of technical. It's a technical challenge for anybody to do it. So I was expecting that would demand that 4 people do it. And even after I had rewritten the script sort of as one person doing all of the physicality, and ran that by a few people, and it was well, no, and it was only after actually trying to do it myself to demonstrate it could be done that I realized it took 2 people to do it. And so Sandy graciously volunteered to help out. But that was when you're writing things in your play and you go, oh, this drops on the stage, that drops on the stage. You don't think about the fact that someone actually has to pick it up and drop it and find it somewhere and drop it.
Exactly. So you were doing 2 things. You were doing the shoes and the props.
Yeah. And
because
was doing
a third person working that stage would just have been too many people in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have been tripping over each other.
Yeah.
So
and on Monday, our son is going to arrive, and this whole room will look like a bedroom again.
It's our spare bedroom, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily, on
maybe that's a good segue to say your son was watching over on YouTube, and we had a couple more comments come in over while we've been chatting. So just kind of shout back over there that someone said encore. Yeah, loved the music interludes, amazing stuff. Someone was wondering if it was live music, so I had explained just kind of the process. So for anyone on Zoom who doesn't know, the way that you might have seen that bar at the top, that pizza girl and dog walker guy were sharing their sound, and so that's how we do sound effects through Zoom. Is shares their computer for sound. So I was running all of that off my computer. My computer looked pretty crazy, the opposite end to the stage and all the kookiness is there's a Zoom tile and a window with a YouTube that's minimized, and I have another internet window open with my script minimized and opened in a VLC media player. We had 29 sound cues in this show, which I have done full-length productions with less at the theater. And then so some folks saying creative shoes, feet, and ankles. Well done, great job, folks. Thanks for sharing. Amazing show, especially the legs from Tatiana, and amazing setup. Cool. Wouldn't have guessed it was two pairs of hands. So, definitely appreciate folks sharing thoughts there with us and joining us this evening. Wonderful to have 2 ways that people can tune in, right? So that's what we've been doing, going on YouTube as well and over here on Zoom. So thank you again to our YouTube audience tonight.
I gotta jump off. I just wanted to quickly say before I go, I wanted to make a point of bringing forward Alex, Marvin, and Warren. Every single performance, every single read, every single rehearsal, over and over and over to keep the theater moving forward with all the limitations. And if it's one comment I got to make is my hat is off to all 3 of you for herding the cats together and getting everything done and all of the, the props and all of that stuff. It has been just amazing. And if it's going to be the last night, you guys certainly deserve kudos, because there's no way I could have done it. So, and I'm very impressed just to watch you guys. So thank you very much. And
thank you very much.
Off to another job. Great performance, and looking forward to next year, hopefully in one room together, but we'll see how it goes.
That's great. Thank you so much for tech hosting tonight, Mark. And while we're all still here on Zoom, I'm going to have us all wave. I'm going to stop our YouTube